outpouring of love was amazing. These dollars had come together to support us, and we realized, no, we didn't want to use them for us. We wanted to use them to help others.
The foundation has done so much for so many people. It helps any family that has somebody, whether it be a crew member or one of the drivers, that get hurt. We can help them to get through the situation.
I was injured in a non-wing sprint car accident that broke my neck and left me with a spinal cord injury. I was in the hospital 8 months, and that got really, really expensive. So having that extra help to help push me and my family forward was a big deal.
I was involved in a pretty gnarly sprint car crash. Found out my brain was swelling and bleeding. Pelvic bone was broken. I had 2 cracked vertebrae on my back, and I was in the ICU a little over a week. The Steve King Foundation reached out to my parents. We received a donation from them. Immediately they started me on what's called neurofeedback, and insurance did not cover the neurofeedback appointments. So we received another donation from the Steve King Foundation. It really helped a lot, and I just want to say thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart to the Steve King Foundation for everything that they have done for me. This last Sunday, I got to turn laps in my modified here. That was my first laps back in a race car since the accident, and I truly believe that if it wasn't for the Steve King Foundation, I wouldn't be able to do that or be where I'm at today.
Yes, Steve's death is the reason the foundation exists, but it's Steve's life, and it's the lives of racers everywhere, is the reason we're able to do the work we do.
We're back live on the Coast to Coast Racing Network here with part 3 of Thursday Night Thunder. We have the Pro Late Models here at the Kokomo Speedway, brought to you by none other than ShaggyTV. Appreciate all the support I've been getting. League offers, that means a lot to me, and well, I appreciate people that, like me going out there and spreading the word, sharing the broadcasts. It definitely helps me kind of, live the dream here, be able to broadcast these races. And Mike Brewer right now at the top of the charts here in warm-ups in the 390 as he works to the bottom. Completes the pass on, I believe, that may have actually been, Adam Flieger. They're in the 38 machine. He's been the man on the call here so far tonight, as kind of mentioned. I watched a little bit of that last one. Sometimes I like racing the big blocks. But, man, they went by quick tonight. The boys in a hurry. Not a lot of cars here either. Only 8 on the card so far. 6 have put in a time. It's not too sure here what we're gonna get out of the gang. I do know, well, I started a golf league, no excuses, but you can hear this camera is a little louder than the other because it's a little, I have to turn that down, and that's gonna bug me all night. Still watching Adam Flieger run around. Let's go see what John Tobias is doing. We got Blackjack in the 21. Not too sure either how early. Let's take a look here. So 8:30 actually is the earliest this will roll if you've ever wanted or wondered. Oh, we got Ron out there. What's going on, Ron? See Brewer at the top right now. But yeah, can't advance this till 10:30, so we still have a little bit. Couple more minutes to mess around, play around. Maybe figure out a line that you and only you will be able to use in qualifying. This is when you just test those boundaries a little bit. You maybe run a couple laps. You go see what the other guys out at the racetrack are running. And last time by. So these are what they're currently running. Randy Shreves just ran that 12.31. As we see it change over, pretty good. At the 21, he's running the 12.7 last time by. See Randy making up a lot of ground here. Can he go for the move? Takes a peek. Blackjack gets a little loose. Made it look easy. As Randy Shreves. Right now we got Chase Matsko still out there running some laps, so he's in the 12.6s. He's playing around on the bottom. Let's see what it is this time. 2.7, almost identical there. I believe the 2.6 before, 2.7 there. So looking good. Let's do something here real quick. Bring up just for, I know they say curiosity killed the cat. Okay, so Bachman and Christopherson, notice they're still white. That's what I was looking for there. To make sure they were still in the session. They are. So got 8 cars. Just not going out there. Not going to put a time in here. Gonna try to catch everyone by surprise. Bias has put in 54 laps. Flieger's put in 36. Matsko's on lap 42 here, and Randy Shreves has done 25. So guys, definitely trying to put that wear and tear in on the racetrack. I'd mentioned, I believe the Bias did 54 laps. Brewer, he had done 25, and Giroux almost did 30 laps. So definitely, guys, kind of see the writing on the wall. Not going to get a lot of cars here this evening, so you got to try to, manipulate the racetrack to where you can complete some passes later on, and that means you got to put your head down and go to work a little bit right now. We're going to go trackside here. Just hang out for about a minute, and, well, they're going to get ready for qualifying, but I'm going to try to change some things here on the PC, but don't be around. Stick around. Got a lot of good racing here coming up at Kokomo. Yeah, should be getting ready to roll here. So let's go to that starter stand. Wait for that checkered flag to fly. And warm-ups is the 007 of Sam Bachman. Only man out on the racetrack right now. All alone. Just flirting a little bit with the inside there, that 007. Now he's going to get some company. Randy Shreves coming out to join the party. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Ron. I can't... Hang on, I got to scroll the screen over. They changed my... Yeah, I figured he said put the clubs down. I couldn't read that far over, but yeah, my partner is probably really, really glad or would be really happy if I put the clubs down, because when I tell you in a 9-hole scramble match today for league, I think this is counting putts. This is counting putts now. We maybe use, man, I think 5 might be being generous. I want to be safe and say 4 of my shots. 2 of them were on hole 17. My partner put a drive in the woods. I sliced one over that patch of woods because when I get a hold of it, I can crank it. But man, I just kept topping the ball today. But I finally got a hold of that one, and it did slice, but it went over the trees, and we had a nice play at the green because it was a par 5. So It ended up 5-ironing in from there. We took both those shots, and then, well, that was pretty much all she wrote for me. I didn't hit the green once on a par 3 today. It was one of those days for sure. I need to get my freaking butt to the range a little bit, get some practice in, but it's 8:32. I'm all about waiting a little bit here, boys, but it does, you know, we're supposed to roll this thing at 8:30. So, not hang around too long. We'll see what happens here. Oh, I think I realized. Okay, and I'm not mad at him. He probably had something going on. So we just got another guy. We just got Anthony Morano in here. There we go. He's the admin. That is what it is. He was probably busy. He's got all sorts of stuff going on. I'm the dummy up here who doesn't know how to put 2 and 2 together. Apparently, so that's on me. Definitely not Anthony. Sometimes you got stuff you got to do. That's the way it goes. Let's see who pulls out on the racetrack here first for qualifying. I think we got Garrix in the 075. Let's see what Trevor can do. He's going to come across the start-finish line here. And let's see what he's got. '75T looking pretty good through 1 and 2. A little better through 3 and 4. Hooks up very nice. What's the time going to look like? A 12:56. Man, not going to be what he wants. Is your broadcaster, Adam Flieger. Look at that time. A 12:07. He's at the top of the charts. Hooking up is the 38 machine, but only for a short time. Is putt Clay Christopherson. He gets to the top with a sub 12-second lap, 11.99 putt, putting in the time here at the Kokomo Speedway. Great lap for Clay Christopherson as Anthony Morano comes around that second and final time. Going to put it P5. Mike Brewer qualifies 7th after Samuel Bachman comes around. And another guy, sub 12 seconds, 11.95. Oh, I need to change it to best time. There we go. I was wondering why Clay's changed. Shame on me. That's why, because he was slower the second time around. But Bachman, look at that, 11.95. 2 guys, sub 12 seconds. And our man, Adam Flieger, your broadcaster for the modifieds, putting in a big time there. P3 for the driver of the 38. Have to see how it looks in heat race number 1. Should have 2 heat races, I would imagine. And we will. Let's bring up that starting grid here for heat race number 1. Oh, there we go. It refreshes. Huh. Running out the field, the 21 of Blackjack John Tobias. Row 2 to the outside, the 007 of Sam Bachman to the inside, the 38 of Adam Flieger. Row number 1 for heat race number 1 to the outside, the 075 of the Philly Flyer, Trevor Giroux. And starting on the pole, the 390 of Mike Brewer. So I find where my mouse has gone. I will. There we go. It disappeared on one of those screens. Might as well have not came back too with the way it's just gonna mess up that overlay. Well, never mind. I refreshed it on your guys' screen. It looked fine for you, so I did that for absolutely nothing. It's just mine. Got all jazzed up this time. As we roll around here at the Kokomo Speedway, that Steve King Foundation Pace Truck's going to do About another half lap here. He'll pull off coming out of 2, and that 075, or excuse me, that 390 of Mike Brewer on the inside here is going to lead us to the green flag here for the Coast to Coast Pro Late Models. Who is going to win heat race number 1? Who's going to start on the pole? Let's find out as we come out of 3 and 4. Put the pedal down. 8 laps to play at the Kokomo Speedway. Good jump there for the 390 of Mike Brewer. Setting the pace right away while Trevor Giroux has got 2 partners on the inside. Sam Bachman, Adam Flieger. Adam Flieger doing his best here to try to mark his territory down there. Got to swing it wide coming off of 2. He does. Able to hold it firm. But off of 4 is where you need that drive. He floats up. Going to open the door. Sam Bachman tries to take a peek, but he tightens up. All this going off behind the 390 of Mike Brewer, who leads the way with 5 to play. Flieger started 3rd, running 3rd. Well, really everyone running where they started here at Kokomo, showing it's kind of hard right now, you know, to get around that guy, and not going to be easy. And Mike Brewer putting it down out front as he comes out of 4 across the line. 3 laps to go. Sam Bachman, really the closest guy to even being able to think about doing a move here. He's on the inside of Flieger, so close to those inside tractor tires. He's really flirting with it there. Works it to the bottom through 1 and 2. Not giving up. Gonna try to swing it there, but Flieger pitches him down. White flag in the air. 1 more lap to go. Mike Brewer off at 2 for the final time into 3 and 4. And he's gonna see that checkered flag wave as he wins heat race number 1. Trevor Giroux 2nd. Bachman beats Flieger. There, that final lap for 3rd. Adam 4th, and Blackjack coming home 5th. Man, my apologies. My out of shape, you know what? Man, I'm starting to get a cramp in my side. Must not have drank enough water before I went out there and played golf. That's what I get here. So if you hear me mute up for a little bit, it's because I'm screaming for the high heavens. And I got a cramp in between my rib cage on my right side. It's my world famous fat people out of shape spot to get a cramp. Wouldn't be a good round of golf if I didn't come home cramping here at the end of the night. Chase Matsko set the lead the way. Did I even do the starting lineup? I don't think I did because I was cramping too bad. No, row 2. Putt to the outside in the 051 to the inside the 56 of Randy Shreves. Row number 1 for heat race number 2 to the outside. The Ant-Man in the 32, Anthony Morano. And starting on the pole, the 26 of Chase Matsko. Yeah, my apologies for that. I kind of got a little preoccupied trying to bend, stretch that thing out. It's gone for now. We'll see if it stays that way. I'm not going to hold my breath. But as the green flag is high, it's ready to fly. We've got 8 laps to play in the clay at Kokomo Speedway. Heat race number 2 is underway. Matsko trying to find some grip down there in the cellar. But here comes Morano upstairs. And looking in the attic, 1 lane higher. Putt, Clay Christopherson up there through 3 and 4. Making Morano go up there maybe a little higher than he wants, but it's going to pay off here. Through 1 and 2, good drive off. New leader at the line. Give it to Anthony Morano. Can Clay Christopherson follow in the footsteps there of his teammate? Work to the outside, go around. Of course, that's what Putt does best, but no. Look at the run back there for Matsko. Almost had it at the line. Chase really moving and grooving down there through 3 and 4 the last time. What can he do this time? Can't find it. Can't find it again. It was maybe a one-time only a day pass. There for the 26 at Chase Matsko. Going to try it. Can't give up yet, but As we come out of 3 and 4, 3 laps to go, he finds it one more time. And Matsko, if he could be a little more consistent down there, he's got some pace. Let's see. Oh, he just gooses it up a little too much. And there you see Anthony reappear, but Matsko, if he could figure it out, be consistent, he's looking good. But we got the white flag ready to fly. Anthony Morano has it at the line. Gives second to Putt. What's the battle for P2 gonna look like? But Anthony Morano, final time through 3 and 4. Checkered flag waves, and he wins heat race number 2, followed by Clay, Chase, and Randy. Yeah, Ron, we're having pretty good weather, actually. We're not going to go to break here for warm-ups like I normally do. This has been a quick show, only 2 heats. Still live. I sponsor it. So, yeah, dude, beautiful weather. I think today when I went golfing, mid-60s. Tomorrow it's supposed to be in the 70s, close to 80s. And, should be a good weekend for sprint car racing. I'm gonna try to maybe go to Lincoln Speedway this Saturday. Now that it's starting to warm up, I haven't been to a dirt race in a couple months. Need to get my fix. Man. Yep, only about a little over a minute here before we roll in. I was trying to look at some of the sprint car schedules around the country. See what's going on racing-wise this weekend. Don't want to sound like a dummy. I know Knoxville and all that stuff's coming up. I don't think it's obviously this early. Oh, no way, Ron. I didn't know you've been to Gettysburg, man. If you guys ever come up here, you gotta let me know, man. We'll go out to eat or something. Obviously, I know you guys want to be on vacation and do whatever, but it'd be cool to meet all you guys. I'll have to drag Mike up here. And, man, if you guys ever do want to make the trip and you like dirt racing, I'm telling you, you come in June, Pennsylvania PA Dirt Weeks. Oh, my gosh, it is on fire up here. Then we get 2 nights at Lincoln. You get 2 nights at Williams Grove. You got Hagerstown Speedway, which is in Maryland. It's kind of a baby Williams Grove, to be honest with you. Not that great of racing there, I don't think. It's definitely a wannabe Williams Grove. But, I mean, you know, it's good. You got Baps, then you got Port Royal, obviously. You got Sealands. I don't know if Sealands Grove is going to be on there or not. It is definitely, I mean, smaller town up here for sure, but it's got plenty to do around here if you're willing to, you know, go for a little bit of a drive. It ain't gonna kill you. Let's see here. Let's take a look. Starting lineup. Only 9 cars. Let's take a look. John Tobias rounds out the field in the 21. He's on the inside of row 5. Row 4 to the outside, the 56 of Randy Shreves. To the inside, the 38 of Adam Flieger. Row 3 to the outside, the 26 of Chase Matsko. To the inside, the 007 of Sam Bachman. Row 2 to the outside, the 051 of Putt. Clay Christopherson. To the inside, the 075 of the Philly Flyer, Trevor Giroux. Row 1 for your A main Pro Late Model feature here at the Kokomo Speedway presented by ShaggyTV. To the outside, the 32 of the Ant-Man, Anthony Morano, and starting on the pole, the 390 of Mike Brewer. See here, I meant to, I mean, obviously, you know, I like hanging out, like talking, but I did forget I wanted to do something in that warm-up, so yes, I should have went to commercial. You need to zoom this out a little bit. Got to look at the racing on the backstretch. A little better than it has been. Haven't been able to see it that well. Don't really like our camera angles here, but final time through 3 and 4. That green flag is high, and boy, is she ready to fly. We've got 30 laps to play at the Kokomo Speedway. Your Pro Late Model feature is underway. I think I said Kokomo by accident. And that 75, you might have to put on the cloak, try to hide, go downstairs, find a way under that teammate hands in the 390. Mike Brewer doing a good job of running that basement. Likes the inside, finding a lot of speed for the time being. And Anthony, he may like that. You know, he just can roll that top. It's maybe not the quickest now, but I'm telling you, it's going to be. I don't know what you guys saw in the small blocks and the big blocks. But man, this is it's a top dominant track ever since I used to race here. But the caution flag waves. Chase Matsko goes around, I believe, in 3 and 4. Blake Christopherson may have gotten a little piece of this. Let's see. Or Clay actually may have been the piece that started it. He's up ahead of Chase. So, yeah, he's got to get on the binders. Doesn't want to get into the back of his teammate who had to check up. And then Chase can't react quick enough. Gets into the back of him. Loops around. First caution of the evening here for the Pro Late Model. You know, obviously, you know, is what it is. But people know, you know, Ron, you may be able to. I may have a medicinal hobby that I like to do on the battlefields. Literally, I went golfing today. Well, I mean, you know, you've been to Gettysburg. The whole place is battlefield. But on the way home from the golf course, I literally drive through Devil's Den. That's kind of the shortcut way to my house because I don't live right in Gettysburg. I'm on the outskirts. But yeah, I cruise the battlefields all the time, partaking in my certain hobby that I like. Jack Hit and Terry Landis may share as well. As the green flag waves, we're back underway. Mike Brewer, ooh, he made Anthony maybe go a little early there, caught him napping, went after he got on the brakes, and that allows the 75 to go right back to war there with his teammate in the 32. And that's what Mike Brewer needs. You don't want to let Anthony wind up the box up top. You know, you need him to get poked out a little bit. Have a little competition on that inside, make him start guessing because Anthony's got the top rolling. Big question's going to be what kind of run can he get off at 2? If he starts closing in, yeah, see, he's really screaming. This is it. Top shelf, it's coming. And there's only a matter of time. Yeah, Mike, he's got to get up there now. Mike has got to get up there now, and he's not going to. I tried to warn him. I did. I swear you heard me. Mike stuck in the middle now. The jam and the sandwich. He's got to send it. He's got to climb that hill. I know he doesn't want to do it because that's his teammate up there, but you want to bring on that checkered flag. That's the move right now. He's in no man's land. Trevor might be able to get a 2-for-1 if he gets aggressive and tries it. He's, you know, about that point he's got to go because Anthony Morano is going to have it at the line this time. He does. And Anthony, he's gonna walk away with this thing if the boys don't keep him in check. And Anthony Morano, 19 to go, leads the way. But boy, the 75 putting up a fight on the bottom. And Mike Brewer, now that he's maybe seen the light here, he says, maybe I need to go up half a lane higher even. He's got some speed back in that 390. Mike Brewer, just a little, too late. That's why I tell these drivers, you know, you need to have me on the radio live. Listen to the live feed. I'll disguisingly tell you where you need to go. And right now, Anthony, he's got to go to the bottom. Gonna have to find a way around that lap car here of Chase Matsko because his teammate's right there. One mistake. Oh, Anthony gonna slide it in here. Big slide job, Mike Brewer. He's got to find a way around now. Doesn't want to lose that spot to Trevor Giroux, but it may not matter. Trevor in that 075 flying on the bottom in the 007. Sam Bachman trying to come up, make his move, cut through the field as Anthony Morano throws the slide job on Blackjack and John Tobias. You know, you put up that little bit of fight on the leaders because you don't want to go the lap down, but when you do go a lap down, you let the guys behind go right on by, and that hurts Anthony. He's trying here. Needs a big run off this top shelf. That's exactly what he gets. And right now, Trevor, he's just throwing punches, but he's running out of stamina down there. It's just a losing battle. You see yourself gain so much on the entry of the corner, but center off, you're just stuck in quicksand. All that momentum's gone while Anthony's just riding the roller coaster up top, letting it eat here. 10 laps to go this time by Randy Shrees and Clay Christopherson having a good battle in their hands. Putt-putt on the bottom, Randy in the middle. Randy doesn't want to give him too much room here, trying to make Clay work it. It's Clay's at the line. What does the 51 do? Does he slide up? No, he's going to stay down there. That allows the 56 to come back with a big run. Randy Shrees looking to get him back at the line. He does. And this is a good battle, all for the 5th position here at the Kokomo Speedway. While Anthony Morano out front, single file, Trevor Giroux trying to reel him in, but the Philly Flyer, he's running out of options, and most of all, he's running out of time. 6 laps to go. Mullins Race Engines. Well, you might want to put a Chevrolet in that. I don't know what Mullins is, but it just looks like you need a little more power, Trevor. I mean, we're inching closer, but we had a Chevy power in that thing. Oh, man, the Scott would be the limit. Anthony Morano, though, through 1 and 2, you see him straighten up a little bit. He gets in that outside wall. That allows Trevor to get a little closer. 3 laps to go here at the Kokomo Speedway. What do we do here? Can Trevor make a big swing here? Remember, he's new, that FTM sticker. He had to earn that thing. He's the new guy on the block. You can't do anything too hellacious here when you're the new guy on campus, but he's got to try to make that statement here. When the white flag gonna fly this time. 1 lap to go. Trevor looking down low here. Sam Bachman inching closer, but not enough time. Final time through 3 and 4. Anthony Morano gets it done at the Kokomo Speedway. Trevor Giroux second. Bachman rounds out the podium. Brewer and Christopherson for an all FTM top 5. 5 FTM drivers, 5 in the top 5. Congratulations. Good race there for the teammates. Something they should definitely be proud of. I believe only the 1 caution. 2 very impressive drive out of the guys here tonight. Well, let's see if we can get Mr. Excitement up here. Sam Bachman, he's always, this guy's mouth is always full of words. He's always got something to say. Coming home in 3rd place. Sam Bachman, how we feeling, brother? You were quick. You reeled those guys in at the end. Maybe just needed a caution or 2 there with about 10 to go and could have flirted with the win, but it looked like you had some speed tonight.
Oh yeah, I mean, Anthony and Trevor, they were pretty quick, but I think probably like those last 10 laps, I was starting to reel them in pretty good. I was kind of just praying for a caution for in those last 10 laps, but they ran a good race and it was just hard to catch them.
Yeah, do you think, maybe you had a little more tire left in them? Did we go a little too easy in the beginning, or do you think it was just, battle of track position? You just started back there. Where'd you start? Fifth? I mean, not easy to pass here. You were stuck on the bottom. Or what was the trick?
I just found something in the middle of 3 and 4, like the middle bottom or whatever in 3 and 4, and it started working real well, and it was working pretty good with 1 and 2 over on the high side too. So I just kind of stick to that once I got off the bottom, and then that's when I kind of started reeling them in.
Well, Sam, I was busy hitting double bogeys tonight, but how'd we do in the small block and the big block, man? How'd they go for you?
I think I got third in the small block, and then I think I got like fifth or seventh in the big block. Can't
Well, hey,
remember.
to hell with that one, man. 2 podiums. That's all we want to remember about tonight. That's a pretty good night. So congratulations, Sam. Oh yeah, man. I almost forgot this too. I don't know if you guys even noticed because you normally do the team pictures. But you had an FTM top 5, man. 5 drivers. Did you guys even know that? That's a pretty good run there for the team.
I did not notice that, but I know on the big blocks, I know we had a top 6 too. So that was pretty sweet to get all of us guys up there and up front.
Also, see, this is old news. I got to pay more attention. But congratulations here, Sam, on the big P3, man. You got anybody you want to thank before we kick you out of here, brother?
Yeah, the boys over at FTM, Gunner at Swans Beach, working hard on all the dig for us. Dean over at Super Dare Car Series, Expert Installation, Shaggy, you for doing the broadcast, and Coast to Coast.
Well, hey, man, hell of a run. Can't wait to talk to you again. Hopefully it's Sunday, Sam.
Thank you.
Sam Bachman bringing home P3. Let's bring up his new teammate here in the 075. Man, well, not. How long are you considered new, Trevor? That's a good question. That's going to be the first question. How long can I call you the new teammate? Is there, kind of like, is it a month?
Honestly, I don't know. I mean, maybe I don't know how long you consider new at a job. I would say like a year, like, hey, it's the new guy, I mean, I've been
Yeah, we'll get someone else to join, and then you're not that the new guy anymore.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how long Mike's been here, but it's definitely been a few months. I don't think they consider him the new guy no more. So, well, I guess that'd be me, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe ask the big boss there. He's coming up.
Yeah, that's what that's kind of what I was getting at. Maybe you got to beat that big boss a couple times. It seemed like you were quick, dude. You were doing it down there on the bottom, which obviously at that point in the race, so you could lie to me and say it was, but it wasn't the fastest line. You were still making it work anyway. I mean, was it kind of doing what you had to do? That was the only lane that was open. I mean, were you thinking about throwing the slide job there? Not towards the end, but while you guys were racing 3 wide, because dude, when you go back and look at it, I know they're your teammates, but that's probably your best bet there when you were 3 wide going into 1 if you just sent that sucker.
Yeah, honestly, I kind of was. I just I didn't really have an opportunity. I was so dialed, like I was looking to my right a couple times, and every time I looked, we were 3 wide. So I was like, okay, maybe I can get a 2 for here, and then I'd get such a good run on the bottom. I was like, man, I kind of want to keep it down here, and then the opportunity came to move up, and I did, and felt good up top. It got pretty thin there in 1 and 2, and 3 and 4 was just crap all night, and even in the 358s on the top. So decided to run middle there, and Anthony, I don't think Anthony was really running away from me too much.
No,
Honestly,
not
when
at
the
all.
white
I'll say it for you. He wasn't. I'll say it
no,
for you.
yeah, kind of stayed with him. I don't think he ran away, so I mean that's nice. I had a fast car, but honestly, when the white flag came out and I was running like middle, I was like, what the hell? I wasn't paying attention to what laps were left, because if I knew we were coming up on like 2, 3, 4 to go, I would have stayed up top and tried to throw something. But I mean, I didn't. I thought we had a good chunk of the race left, so I was gonna try in the middle and see if I can get closer. But yeah, I mean, it's tough on what you want to do to your teammates, right? It's even Anthony there with a couple laps left. He asked me, are you gonna do it? And I said, I'm thinking about it. I still chasing the first win of the season, still chasing first win with FTM, so I'm getting a little desperate here.
Yeah, and for Christ's sakes, you know, I mean, the man's got a bounty out for him in the Rebels. He's been winning enough this season. You know, you gotta make him earn it at this point. He's collecting all the trophies. You guys are just sitting there watching.
Yeah, I think he maybe should take a week or two off here, you know, give the car a break or something. I don't know what that guy's got going on, but now I'm on the team, he needs to start, you know, giving me those secrets.
Yeah, did we get the dude? Because the one day I was bored, I was so bored doing an FTM race. You may have been there. It was in their break, and I finally went to the griphack.com. That is real, okay? Do you have a code to that yet? Are you allowed in the griphack.com?
Honestly, I'm not sure. Yeah, I actually have no idea. I'd have to talk to the guys and see.
Yeah, there
but
you go. See, that may be the secret, because at griphack.com, you're more than welcome. Everybody out there listening, you go to it. You know, it's some kind of Dropbox folder. They made a folder. I guess Brewer was explaining to me with all the teams set up. So maybe that's the secret. But I guess this is fixed, so never mind.
yeah, I mean, you know, yeah, it's just one of those things. I'm trying to race a little more and get into some other stuff, and you know, doing pretty good in this other league, leading points and stuff. So I mean, I kind of just, you know, you come into a team like this, and I thought I was an above average driver, but you come to a team like this, and it's like, okay, yeah, I've got some learning to do. I mean, it's and that's why I'm here, right? Like these guys, I've known these guys for a while, and you know, I want to learn off these guys and you know, build more friendships and stuff. So, yeah, just got to clean up a few things going into next week, and keep chasing that first win, man.
Well, hey, man, that's what it's all about. You look good tonight, bringing home a good P2 team 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, hell of a run tonight, guys. Congratulations on that P2, Trevor. Who you want to thank, man?
Yeah, just first all the guys at FTM here. You know, it's been a pleasure racing with these guys. It's a good group, and like I said, you know, looking forward to learning, especially off, you know, guys like Anthony. You know, it's just fast and everything. He's trying to get me to run a little bit of sprint car stuff, but I don't know, maybe one day. But either way, I think all those guys.
Hang on, Trevor. What did I just read in the team Discord? Anthony's getting a new job. He may not even be able to run Mondays anymore. What's that? Does he mention that to you guys?
Yeah. He's got a job coming up.
He knows that iRacing's more important, right? You guys have told him that?
I haven't told him, but you know, he
tell
probably
him when he
thinks
gets up
that
here.
way.
I'll make sure. I'll hammer it through.
I love it. But,
that's crazy. He's gonna complain to you. That's why I had to interrupt you. You're saying he's complaining to you to run more sprint cars, and then here he is. Look at him.
Yeah, I'll give it to the guy. He's trying to, you know, that's one of the reasons why I came here, you know, to race more, and he's trying to get me to race more, so I respect it. But yeah, just, you know, thank all those guys and everyone who makes this stuff possible. Everyone who sponsors the team. We got quite a few. I gotta pull up my little cheat sheet here. We got a lot on the team here. Swan Speed Shop, Expert Installations, Dean with the Super Dirt Car Series, Castleberry Flagstone, Vertex Graphics with this new wrap coming at me today. Beautiful car. I love this car. I'm gonna run it for a while, I think. Obviously you, Shaggy. I'm pretty sure you sponsor these, don't you? So really appreciate that. And you got the logo on my car, so thank you for letting me run your logo. It's awesome to have you on there. I'm missing a few, I think, but just everyone on this car and everyone behind the scenes doing all this stuff, we appreciate it. So thank you.
Yeah, and you'll have to thank griphack.com whenever they let you in there. That's the other one. That's the other team one. I'm so used to hearing Anthony. You'll hear it in a little bit, but hey, congratulations, Trevor. Good run, man. Can't wait to talk to you again, brother. Or wait.
Thanks, Shaggy.
Are you running Sunday? You gonna run Sunday?
I plan on it. Yeah.
All right, cool. I better talk to you Sunday, man. Let's get on that podium.
I hope. Let's do it.
All right, man. Later.
See ya.
All right, now we made him wait long enough here. Driver of the 32, Anthony. I believe I'm a piece of crap. I have a terrible memory. You know what my favorite hobby is, but I'm pretty sure I saw you get drugged up there last. You won the big block, correct?
Yes, sir.
How'd we do in the small block?
The 32 has seen a lot of the podium tonight. the top step.
Oh, nice. You won all of them tonight.
Yes, sir.
Oh man, congratulations! I'll tell you what, that makes a little more sense there than why you were driving this thing so well. I saw maybe one mistake out of you. With about 7 laps to go, you touched the wall a little bit in 1 and 2, but I mean, even that was nothing to really allow Trevor to get to you. What is it about Kokomo, man, that you like so much? I mean, you come to this place, and every single time, it seems like you're coming home on the podium.
I don't know. It's definitely my favorite short track on the game. Really comfortable here as long as I can run up top. I can't run the bottom to save my life, but at the top I'm pretty good here. So it was a little sketchy there with the big block having to start on the inside row. I didn't like that too much, but yeah, just threw a big haymaker going to one, made that work, and just did what I had to do here and tried to keep the momentum up as best I could. I kind of thought Brewer was going to be able to hold me off there, but with the bottom there early, the bottom was definitely much stronger than the top was. So just hit my marks, tried to find the most comfortable line for the car in 3 and 4. I was a little iffy with how that was working there, but it worked enough. I was kind of surprised. I think Trevor lost track of laps, and I think if he would have stayed up high a few more laps coming there towards the end and then went underneath me, then maybe try to throw a slider into one or something, he would have had me. But yeah, because sometimes when you're running these things, it kind of just blends all together, and next thing you know, it's the end of the show.
No, man, and dude, you know the deal. You can get you lost out there sometimes, especially at a racetrack like this. It looks small to everybody, maybe easy, but there's nothing about this place that's easy, especially running up right next to that wall. You can kind of lose track of that time, and easy to do. But Anthony, you touched on it a little bit. Bottom definitely quicker in the early stages, but they're around lap 9 or 10, I think, is when you made the push there finally on the outside. Were you surprised at all that Brewer didn't go up and try to shut the door? Because I don't know how much you could see. Trevor's down below him. He kind of got stuck there in no man's land in the middle. You guys were 3 wide for a little bit.
Yeah, it really threw me off. All of a sudden, my spotter goes, "Oh, you're high and 3 wide." I'm like, "I'm doing what?" So I'm starting to look around. I'm like, who the hell's on the bottom here? And then I saw in the relative that Trevor was down there. I was like, that's interesting. And then saw more and more of his door each time in the corner. So I was like, all right, I got to kind of pinch down a little bit in 3 and see if I can maybe break some momentum or something he's got going on. So yeah, definitely. I was rather surprised to hear 3 wide. Then, because at first I thought it was Clay, because Clay likes to sneak around the bottom in these things. So, but yeah, Trevor definitely put his late model magic to the trick there and did pretty good. Got second. So yeah, I mean, a great night all around for the team. We swept the podium in all 3 divisions, so that was
great. I heard
great.
you got a top 6 in the big blocks, man. Tops 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's crazy, dude.
And big block and small block did both.
Oh my gosh! Well, you need to yell at Trevor. He only told us about the big block, so he needs to get his information.
Gonna have to sit down and talk to that boy.
Well, Anthony, I've got a bone to pick with you too. I mean, obviously you do what you got to do, but I see maybe this Monday is your last, race. Do we know where we're at this Monday? Do I stand a chance to beat you at whatever track we are at? Where are we?
We are at Monday, Lernerville.
Yeah,
oh, yeah,
right.
buddy.
I'm screwed. All right. Well, congratulations. Yeah, I know. That's why I just said I'm in for it. It's going to be a long Monday night, but Anthony, you dominated.
It can happen.
Yeah, maybe if I get some help from a lap car, I wouldn't be too upset by that, but we'll see. But Anthony, man, congratulations. Hell of a run tonight. 3 wins. Congratulations. Who you want to thank, brother?
I got to thank my wife, Sherry, the boys over at FTM, Super Dirt Car, Swan Speed Shop, High Mom Lens, DJ Sim Shop, Vertex Graphics, Extra Installation, Castleberry Flagstone, ShaggyTV, Shaggy for doing a broadcast and sponsoring the Pro Late models. Thanks to the guys that came out here. I really wish we can finally get some more cars out for the Pro Late models. These things are a blast to drive. The modifieds is a good car count, especially we can get some guys to stick around a bit longer and come out and run with these. Really get this car count up. It'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, man. These things, dude, we used to, back in the, I think before you even, do you remember Kyle Parker? Were you here when Kyle Parker was here?
No.
Man, back in those days, dude, 20 to 30 car fields, and I was constantly finishing 24th. It was fantastic. But,
the good old days.
Yeah, the good old days. But Anthony, congratulations, man. Hopefully I'm talking to you Sunday, brother.
I hope so. That'd be really good. It's going to be my last Sunday to race, so we'll see.
All right. Well, we're rooting for you, man. Go get mail.
Thanks a lot, buddy.
Anthony Morano bringing home the win here, wrapping it up here for the pro late models on the Coast to Coast Racing Network. Good night of racing here for the FTM boys, apparently. Owning the top 5 here in all 3 races. That's well, if you're out there listening, if you're out there watching and you're part of another team, you better show up. You better dethrone these guys because they have been taking people to the woodshed here and absolutely beating the hell out of them. It's been impressive to watch. Congratulations to the Ant-Man winning 3 races here this evening. On behalf of everyone at the Coast to Coast Racing Network, we'd like to thank you for watching. I'm Zach Chapman with Shaggy TV saying so long and have a good evening.